Okay, I've got only 6 minutes and I really want to rush because this is a new topic and I don't think I really need to spend that much time, but I want to deliver something. And of course, next week I have something, some time, so I will kind of briefly touch on that. But autonomy is going to be another new topic in this coming era. And please focus on the screen. I'm going to show some charts and kind of figures one by one. And you could apply this to yourself and to your member, to your children, whoever who you want to be autonomous. How can we get people to work autonomously? It could be about yourself. So I started with this one, a big green box. Things that needs to be done. It could be about a department or group or team or family, whatever. Of always there are things that needs to be done, right? And in that there is a section or circle. I call it the want to area, want to section, want to area. There are the things that I want to do. Well, the other one is this. It's important to me, it's my job, and I call it a should do area. It's not a have to, it's should do. So you think that I should do it, I should do it. If you are assigned to a certain job, it's kind of sits in this area, I should do. If you're assigned to a certain job and you want to do it, you will work autonomously. You are assigned to some job, your boss invited you to his room and so I want you to do this. Okay, then it became your should do, of course. And if that's what you wanted to do, yeah, you can work autonomously. And there are many ideas that you want to do, but you don't have the authority sometimes. Yeah, you want to do something, but you don't have the authority. You have to ask somebody to do. So I can't do that. There is a kind of a pole close to my house. This is a real story, and it's kind of about to fall. It's won't happen that early, but if we have an earthquake, it's gonna fall on my car, at my house. And so I can't fix that. I have to call the company I want to fix it, but I can't. It's not my thing actually, so I have to ask somebody to do that. And if there is a job that you are invited to his room, boss's room, and he asks you to do or orders you to do, okay, yes sir, I will do that, but I actually don't want to do. This is not in my strengths. Okay, but you do it reluctantly, which is okay. You need to do many things reluctantly. That's okay, but this is a structure. And what about the other things? It's just that you don't do. It's not my want to, it's not my should do. What can we see from this? What can we see from this? If you want to autonomously work, or you want somebody to autonomously work, you will need to expand the area in the center, autonomously do. So there are several ways. Make the left circle bigger. Expand the want to do area, or expand the should do area. Then the center area, autonomously do area will become bigger, right? But if you just kind of assign a lot of work to him, her, it's just going to be overwork, so it won't work. But the want to, the kind of a combination is going to be important, right? So what can we take from this? I know this is new to you, and it's not easy, but think about one thing. This is the last work today. Think about one thing. It's on your own work. What is the thing that you do without being asked, autonomously do? Job, work, or hobby, or family, whatever. What do you do autonomously? And try to look at this, that will sit in the central area. Right? They think about one thing. This is the next one. You do it, but you are doing that reluctantly. Can you think about something like that? Hopefully, we would like to make everything the want to. So, right side circle, the reluctantly do area, if that is smaller, it's going to be happier for you. I think Norman is doing, most of his doing is the wants to, probably, I guess. And similar for me. I rarely do something reluctantly. You want to speak out on something? Okay, yeah.
Thing that to do.
Yes. And if your life is covered with the right side reluctantly do's area, it's going to be hard for you. Stressful life. Okay, now it's time, and I would like to start next week from this one. So what I wanted to do is to take some time for you to discuss, and I'm not quite sure whether all of you are able to join next week because maybe you have something, but I wanted to spend some time so that you can discuss when can you work autonomously or things like that. But for today, I would like you to have a look on this, and I would kind of just pick up this chart and send it to Ed and Lisa so that you can have a glance on it. Only this one for this week. And so that you don't have to spend a lot of time, but just look at it and think about your work, your life. And let's start discussing about this one. Yeah. And also, probably you are not necessarily aware, but I have given some pre-work, and that will also be kind of distributed through Ed and Lisa. And so now it's time, so I'm going to close this. And for those who are not able to join next week, so I just give an announcement that not now, probably in October, in the fall, I'm going to start the class, kind of a pre-planned 2 hours, 3 times kind of a class, which is covering a similar thing, but a bit advanced thing. But that is just an announcement, so I would love to see you next week again at the same time. And thank you, everybody, for joining. Bye-bye. See you next week.